Right. We solved the problem. Wait, no, no, no. Don't do that to me again. I don't want you to. Ah, okay, everybody. What happened? But I'll tell you shortly. But first, I have to let those viewers on my Discord server know that we're back on track. Oh, and now the okay. So now that's working. Okay, that's good. All right, we've solved one problem. Now I just have to let the viewers know that I am available. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, new upload going. Yes. Yes, okay. Copy. And general chat. Okay. And I see Lady Love Milk left me a message on the Discord server. So added everyone. Mm-hmm. Everyone. Okay. Take all right. I'm sure everyone's getting tired of getting all the pings because I'm pinging everyone on the Discord server. All right, so let's see who's here now. All right, yep. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to be able to check my iPad so I can follow along myself. Close that out. And I'm going to go over here to close that. Yes. Get rid of that. Mm-hmm. All right, so where is the most recent version here? Okay. Go over to content. Go to live. And content. Goodness gracious me, huh? Too much fun. Shorts, live videos. Nope. All right, I know. I'll go to my own channel and look for my channel. Yes, there we go. And let's see. Hopefully, this is the right thing. All right, now I gotta go through the ads. And there it goes. So now, nope, that's the old link. Where's the new link? You know what this is? This is a lesson in patience for me. In the past, something like this would have made me blow every gasket that I had. I would get angry and bent out of shape. Hey, Peso, glad you made it. I'm just rambling here about how this sort of thing in the past will really set me off. But one of the goals I made for myself this year was I'm going to change the way I approach things. And that means when things go wrong, especially when I'm under pressure like this, I'm not going to let it get to me, or at least I'm not going to let it get to me as badly as it used to. And at some point, it's not going to get bad at all. I'm just going to go, okay, that's part of life, and deal with it. And I'm glad all of you are there. I see there's at least 3 of you. I wanted to follow along, but I can't seem to get to you on my own channel because that way I can follow the chats easier. But I think what we'll do is I'm just going to have to stumble along as is, and I'm going to wing it. I haven't. For those, hang on for 1 second. To be honest, I had McDonald's for dinner because I was in a rush, so I could do the stream. Well, it's not the best food to have to begin with. But then the food gets to my teeth, and you don't need to know that. So let me get out of some of this stuff here and tell you what's going on. Okay, and this is our server. Let's go over to general. That is general chat. But let's go. There we go. We'll get out of that for the moment. We'll come over here. All right. For those of you who are my regulars, you know that since about June, I haven't really produced much content. I basically got derailed, so to speak. And that derailment was a result of several events happening one after another. I ended up in the hospital after going out to Arizona to do several shoots. That took the steam out of my engine, so to speak. And then there were some other things I don't need to go into. Then in December, I came down with that nasty flu, and that, laid me waste for a while. I've had some issues here where I live. We've had a lot of rain here in California, more rain than we've had in probably a decade. And the roof leaked. So I had to scramble up on multiple occasions onto the roof and tarp it down. And then, of course, after every rain, we'd get this massive windstorm for 2 or 3 days. Hey, Michael Sassano, you made it. Outstanding. Good to see you. So I'd have to go up on the roof and, re-tarp everything. Not completely, but and each time I did, I found ways to better, oh, yes, good to see you. I was able to better secure the tarps, but still, even after putting bricks on there and extra ties, I tell you, after the first windstorm, the windstorms were so fierce, they literally ripped the eyelets out of the tarps. I mean, the ties stayed where they were. They were dangling there in the wind. But anyways, that's all sorted out. And I have decided to finally get back on track and start producing content again. And to that end, I've made some decisions that will change the way I'm going to produce content. Hey, Ramsey Silent, you're there too. Excellent. And I think Jazz Hellcat was here earlier, and he may not know to come back into the link. I hope he does. So to try and bring you up to speed, I have decided to change the way I approach my channel. To be honest, I was more about trying to produce quantity rather than quality. I was under the impression I had to just keep churning out video, 1 week after another, or 2 weeks, and I wasn't able to do it. And what I did was I kept looking for shortcuts. The live streams, to be honest, was part of that shortcut plan because I didn't have to edit, But the truth was, even with the live streams, often I really didn't have anything of substance to tell you. And so I'm just walking around, I'm rambling, and that's boring, right? I don't want to do that. If you're going to spend your time going to my channel and watching the work I produce, I owe it to you, the viewers, to give you something of value. And so I want to do that. That means I'm going to produce less material, especially on the edited content, but I'm going to work very hard to make that new content much better. One of the things I'm going to do is that I'm going to spend a lot more time. Oh, Madison was here too? Aw, bummer. Well, she'll see it in the replay. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a lot more time in doing my research on a particular topic before and just try and provide as much information on that topic that's relevant and interesting. Another part of this plan is to I'm using some new tools. I switched over from Adobe Premiere about a year ago to Davinci Resolve. I currently have 18. And it's been a steep learning curve, to be honest. But the more I use it, the more I like it. And two of the features that I'm still learning how to use, in fact, I've spent pretty much the last 2 weeks really kind of diving deep into them, is the what's called, well, the color corrections system they have. I think it's, what is it called here? In fact, I'll turn the camera so you guys can see what it's all about. Now, this is the current project I'm working on. In fact, I'll give you a little glimpse here. I'm not going to show it all to you, but this is actually, so this video is technically finished. However, I want to do a few more tweaks to it, so I'm not going to release it till next weekend. I could have done it this weekend. I could have done it tonight. But as part of my plan, I want to make sure I can push this as far as I can, make sure every little detail is there. And so that's what I'm going to do. Going back to, so one of the sophisticated tools that this has is their color correction system. Very different from what I'm used to. Most of my life I've been using Adobe, and I've gotten to know that program pretty well. So when I was introduced to this new system called Nodes, and let's see if I can put this where you can see it. These here are what are called nodes. Let's see if I can put this in a little better position for you. There you go. These are nodes. And learning how to use nodes to change the color of the image was quite a challenge. I've only begun to scratch the surface. But basically, each node does one function, and you're building one layer on another. So like this was the basic color correction here, and it says correction here. And then over here, I created a new node where I did what's called grading. And so if I want to, if you look here, you should see a change in the quality of the image and its color. And then so I started by doing a basic color correction and then coming in and doing grading. Now this is just a base level feature. There is so much I can do with this, but I still have to learn it. That's one of the things I'm working on. The other is using what's called Fairlight. Fairlight is the program's audio system, where I can record directly from my microphone into the computer while I'm sitting here. In fact, I'll pull back here a bit so you can see it. This is the system I'm using. I've had this particular microphone. I had purchased it several years ago, maybe 4 or 5. This is a Zoom HN4 microphone system, and it's mostly used for on location purposes. Well, that's why I bought it anyway. Very good quality, but I learned that I could connect this via a cable like this directly to my computer, and then I could go over here to where? See, I'm still learning how even to get to it. I've got to get to the where I patch it into the system. Okay, yeah. So I go over here, no input. So go input, boom. Now, let's see it so you can see that. So as you can see, I have over here audio inputs, right? So right now it's built-in microphone. I would have to turn on the mic, and then it would show up here as a Zoom. Then I select this, the voiceover, and then all this would be operational. Now, what I like about this is that it allows me to sit here at the desk, pretty much like this. I got my pop screen here, pop screen, And I can sit here and watch the script. And the script over here, they have a function called, where is it at? It's called notes. There it is. So, bring this up here so you can see it a little bit better. This is the script, and I can sit here and read the script as the video is going by, and it goes directly to the computer into the timeline. Very, very convenient. And one of the things I like about that, if I make a mistake, I can stop right there. I can cut the portion that doesn't suit me, and I can pick it up and continue recording right from there. So all the levels are the same. It just really streamlines the process and makes it a lot easier. Let's see what else I want to tell you. Blah, blah, blah. I've got notes. Just want you to know, it's like, hey, Scorpion, I am live. Well, there's some question about that for some people. Glad to see you, Scorpion. And the other thing, there's so much here to tell you. I don't know where to begin. And I'm trying to give you the highlights without leaving out some important stuff, but without boring you. But this is so sophisticated, this system. I can go in here and, I have all these multiple tracks. I can go in and normalize the audio tracks. So they're all are going to be at the proper volume. It has what's called automatic, I know that's not the term, but it's something called ducking, automatic ducking. What that does is I can tie my voiceover track to like the music. And as I'm speaking, it will lower the music to the proper level. I have to set the parameters. And then when I stop talking, it brings the music back up to the proper level. Now, some of these other tracks I do manually because I want certain things to stand out, like the whistle or the bell or whatever the case may be. But I'm stoked about using this program. I hope you can tell that. Yes, it is, Scorpion. It is a cool program. And, and in fact, you know what? This is a good time for me to do some shout outs because for those of you who are going to watch this but aren't part of the Discord community, I have a Discord channel, UFO Bob, of course. It's small, but it's active. And I want to thank all of you on Discord specifically, as well as the general viewers, for taking the time to watch my show, to support me, to watch and leave messages. But I want to, I'm in no specific order, and if I leave you out, please forgive me. I'm trying to remember it. I may not have gotten everybody, but there's Nosh, there's Ramsey Silent, there's Katayama, there's Hello Hi 821, there's Peso, there's there's Alas, who else? There's Simon, Jazzed Hellcat, yeah. And in fact, Katayama I like because he loves to put memes in our memes channel. And he knows what kind of memes make me laugh. So if you want to sign up and be part of our community, the link will be in the description box below. I'll add it after the show is over. In our Discord server, we have several chat areas. There's the general, there's cooking, because I do a lot, or at least I used to. I do a lot of cooking. A lot of my viewers like to cook and post their photos for cooking. Travel, and there's a very tight group of us who love Japan, so there's a section for that. In fact, as you know, I started this stream off I was trying to use the metaphor of trains, since this particular episode will be about trains, and since we're talking about trains, this is from the Only in Japan show. This is John Dobbs' show. And he rides the Shinkansen quite regularly. And I get these once a month. So, John's also a supporter, and he's a mentor. Yeah, they are, Michael. They are great. And John, if you get the chance to watch this, thank you for your advice and your support and your encouragement. And let's see, what else do I want to cover here? Really, I think I've covered it. One of the things I do want to talk about, and I don't know if any of you are producing content or trying to, but perhaps one of the toughest parts is writing the voiceover. At least it is for me. When it comes to things visual, I'm very confident. But when it comes to words, not so much. And basically, the way I have been operating, and I hope to improve on that, is that I do a rough cut of what I think the story should be. Then I watch it, and I have some notes, and then I just sit here and I start talking and watching it. Then I write what I've said, and I keep writing and rewriting and rephrasing until I get what I want. And that's another reason why I like the Fairlight system, because I can do all of it here. I don't have to right here, get up, go to the microphone, record it, bring it over, download it, sync it up. No, all right here. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, I think I could go on, but we don't need to. We've covered everything. So, all right, that being said, I'm going to do two last things real quickly, just so you know where we stand. Oh, again, this is for you who are new to my server. This is what you're looking for. This is the UFO Bob server here. There you go. So definitely check us out. I'll add the link in the description box. And then I'm going to play a little bit of the two rendered videos. Again, I'm not going to play them all because I want you to watch them when they do get released. So as you can see, these are 3 different versions of the Irvine Park Railroad history, which is the newest video, and it'll come out next weekend. And each time I watched them, I saw something that I wanted to change. And this is the last one. I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. Hold on here. Oops. And I'm going to play it. And here we go. And no, that was not the right one. That was the flyover. Here we go. Where is, there it is. There's number 3. That was the flyover. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to enlarge it. And here we go. Folks, it's UFO Bob. And if you're like me, you're probably a kid at heart. And that means you like trains. Okay, that's all you get of that. I'm going to just tease you with a little bit of it. And then the other one, this one was completed about a month ago. And where did I put it? Come out, wherever you are. Pumpkin patch, yes. All right, and I will put it there like so, and and of course I thought I had it sitting up on the desktop, but I probably have moved it into a different location, which means, oh, that's the other one. That's it. Sorry, guys. Went to the wrong folder. The pumpkin launcher. That's where it should be. There's flyover. There's the flyover. Here we go. And anyway, this one here, I believe it was Peso, yes, who suggested that I wait until the early fall to release this because he thinks he'll get more videos. So I'm going to take that advice, but you get to see a little bit of it. Ready? Aim, fire.
Howdy, folks, it's UFO Bob, and today I'm at Tanaka Farms on a field, and we're going to shoot pumpkins out of a cannon. So let's go. On a field.
Okay, there you go, guys. That's the only preview you're going to get. Thank you all for showing up and watching this live stream. I'm going to try and do more, but when I do them, they may not be as frequent as I used to, and I'm going to try my best to make them more valuable to you. So that's it. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, as they say in that show, this is UFO Bob.